So hello, Dennis Diefenbach. You completed a PhD on question answering over knowledge graphs, and you're also the founder and CEO of the QA company, which is based in France. Can you tell us a bit about your company, its business model, and what kind of projects you're working on?
Yes, so basically the objective of our company is to allow the construction of question answering system on top of proprietary data sets. So today there are technologies in virtual assistants that, for example, when you ask a specific question to get a very specific answer on top corresponding to it. And basically our goal is to enable this on proprietary data sets. So imagine you have a document collection or you have a knowledge graph, you pose a question, and we basically use the underlying data that you feed to the system to answer to this question. And our goal is to create a system where you basically plug your data in, and we try to enable you to construct a question answering system on top of it as easy as possible. So if you just put your data, then you already get a question answering system out of the box. And also there are training feedbacks that you can enable, and there are ways to retrain the system to get better performance.
Great, I see lots of applications for this. And what kind of challenges are you facing today?
So, of course, the quality of the systems that are produced are the main challenge that we have. There is a lot of research that was done in the last years in conferences and in general in the scientific community. And basically what we are trying is to port this technology to the industry. And what is challenging is that these scenarios or these setups are a bit different. For example, in many research works there is a lot of training data available which was collected, but we are generally in scenarios where there is zero to very few training data. So basically we want to create question answering systems which from ground zero have a high performance, or by adding few training sets and training data. And this is a problem, and this is challenging, especially because when you go to a customer, you cannot say, look, I make your question answering system, but you need to prepare 100,000 training data examples. Basically, then they can pay people to answer the questions, and they do not need to construct a question answering system. So we want to achieve this, or we are achieving this with 0 to generally 100 training data examples.
Cool. So you're developing most of this technology yourself, but I think you're also reusing tools. And SEMIC, for instance, is interested about Wikidata, Wikibase. Can you tell a bit more about these solutions and why you are using them?
Yes, so the interest in Wikibase as a tool arose because generally for the structured part we are starting from knowledge graph to answer questions, and Wikibase is a perfect tool to construct this knowledge graphs. So maybe for people that are not so knowledgeable about it, so Wikibase is a tool that was created by Wikimedia Deutschland. It is the software that runs behind Wikidata, which is one of the largest existing knowledge graphs, and it is a side project of Wikipedia. So Wikipedia is the structured part, Wikipedia is the unstructured part, Wikidata is basically the structured sister, and currently it is the Wiki project that is growing the most in the Wikimedia environment, and Wikibase is the software that runs behind it. So what we want to do is what we do is basically when we want to develop a knowledge graph, we reuse this software because it is an established software that has shown that it scales to many users, it is user-friendly, it offers a lot of services, and this is why we employ it at our customers.
Great. And so what would be the next steps for you today? And maybe also how could the SEMIC Action better support the Wikibase community to make this tool more adopted?
So I think we are a bit in a transition phase. So it is a pretty recent development that Wikimedia Deutschland decided not only to care about Wikidata, but also to care about Wikibase and to enable basically third parties to reuse this software. This is starting to happen, and the next big steps are basically to interconnect these Wikibases that are arising, because the goal is basically to have decentralized data repositories, but they speak with each other. And so now that the ecosystem is slowly growing with the first Wikibase instances different from Wikidata, the next big challenge will basically be enable users or data providers to connect these Wikibases between each other.
Excellent. Is there a last message or last thought you would like to communicate about? Yes.
We see that it is very difficult to basically build knowledge repository that speak with each other, and I think in the future we will see a lot of these systems also based on Wikibase, and also question answering will play a big role, because basically we want to make this data accessible at the end to end users so that they can consume it easily. And so question answering will be one of the technologies driving this.
Thanks a lot for answering the questions today, Dennis. It's very exciting to work in this field, and I'm looking forward to see how it evolves in the near future. Thank you.
And thank you.